So you couldn't swing a dead cat on the internet yesterday without hitting a gotcha content creator losing their shit over Duet Night Abyss's global announcement live stream yesterday. As for myself, I just had to kind of chuckle because, well, when you've been around gaming as long as I have, you know when you're starting to see the pendulum swing back to someplace that it's been before. Which is why you should listen to your elders, kids, because chances are we've fucking been there. You know what I'm saying? Thought I'd spend a few minutes today talking about this revolutionary announcement, and while I do think it's cool, I also think it's a bit of a case of everything old is new again. All right, first let's talk about the announcement itself. Yesterday, three of the developers from Pan Studio conducted their global announced special program for Duet Night Abyss. And while you may think this was to talk about their release date, which they did, the main thing they wanted to talk about was that they are essentially dropping all of the gacha monetization mechanics completely from their game. Now, I don't want to undersell this. This is absolutely pretty cool, honestly. How's it going to work exactly? Well, mind you, I haven't played Do It Night Abyss myself, so I'm just going on what they said. But supposedly the way it's going to work is that you're going to do commissions for secret letters, and then you turn in those secret letters for character shards or fragments. You collect enough of the character shards, and then you exchange them for the character. And if you don't feel like grinding out the character shards, well, you can just buy them directly from the store. As for weapons, it's a similar thing, except that you're going to collect weapon crafting materials and then craft the weapon when you have all of the mats. So there's no banners for characters or weapons. In fact, not only are they doing away with the banners, but they're doing away with the whole 4-star and 5-star ranking of characters as well. And then they went one step further and removed one other common free-to-play mechanic, and that is the daily stamina gate. So now you can grind, or I guess I should say play, endlessly to grind out all the materials or secret letters or whatever the F things it is that you need to acquire to get those characters. You're going to pick the character or weapon that you'd like to add to your inventory and then start grinding your soul away. Or you can alternatively open up your wallet and just straight up buy it. Now, they also have what they call an AI support team, which from the sound of it just sounds like an auto battler. So you can AFK grind your mats while playing some other game that, actually requires your attention. So, Dusty, you say, because that's what you'd call me. Dusty, why aren't you more excited about all of this? All of this sounds freaking awesome. And you're not wrong. It does sound awesome. It's at least an improvement over Gotcha, or at least it could be, because we still have to see just how bad that character shard grind actually is going to be. But the thing is it's not revolutionary or anything that we haven't seen before. You see, a long time ago, back in the days of yore, online games were all monetized in exactly the same way. You paid a monthly subscription. One price, same price, every month, and you got the whole fucking game. No additional cost, no tiers of players that could or couldn't afford different parts of the game. But the problem was that monthly subscription was an actual barrier. And companies started figuring out that if they let some players come and play the game for free and get a taste of the game, then you could charge them for the parts of the game that they really wanted to play. And there you go. Free-to-play monetization was born. Now, honestly, I feel like it was Facebook games that really sort of cracked the lid open on predatory monetizations. I'm fairly certain games like Farmville and Mafia were the ones that introduced the actual stamina gates. But if they weren't, they were certainly the one that made the mechanic standard among free-to-play games. And then it was the kind of the golden age of mobile where games realized that they could use a booster pack model from CCGs like Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh! And make people open loot crates for their items, where each loot crate contained a whole bunch of shit that they didn't want and a very small chance of getting the thing that they did want. Now, don't come at me, please, if I've got the history or the exact order of this wrong. I'm not digging this shit up on Wikipedia. I'm literally just telling it to you like I remember it, because I fucking played it. The point is, Gacha evolved out of a decades-long refinement of free-to-play mechanics, and the pity systems were an even further evolution of Gacha. Now, for a game that was banking on the extremely well-tested mechanics of Gacha for its monetization, to throw all of that away and to revert to what is essentially an older form of free-to-play monetization, relying heavily on cosmetic purchases and time shortcuts solely, well, yeah, that's pretty freaking brave at this day and age. But it may just be the right time. Because honestly, people do change and they certainly become jaded. And the gotcha system and stamina time gate and resultant pity systems, well, they may be beginning to have just run their course. And it may be time to revert back to a slightly less refined method of monetization. As I said earlier, everything old is new again after all. Now, wouldn't it be freaking amazing if they reverted to a really older form of monetization and just went back to a monthly sub where we got the entire freaking game, cosmetics and everything as soon as it was available? Wouldn't that be something? Anyway, I'm Dusty Monk and I've been making and playing games for longer than some of you have been alive. I want to thank you for stopping by to listen to the old guy dodder on a bit. And remember, whatever you're playing, play hard. Cheers.